Hello, you're welcome to today's class. And before we start, remember our affirmation. You used to remember it? You have forgotten? Okay, I'll help you out. I am not scared of mathematics. I know mathematics. Good job. So let's start. Today we have simple arithmetic. Of course, it's very simple. But look at it because there are some technicalities you need to learn here. If we say 8 minus 2, 8, remove 2 away from 8, that will mean 6. Now the second one is the other way around, 2 minus 8. I know many people jump and say it is 6. No, there's difference between 8 minus 2 and 2 minus 8. Entirely different thing. In this case, I'm going to have here minus 6. I have my reasons. Now, the reason is that there's a way we used to teach this back then. We'll say, okay, now you have 2 naira. You are owing somebody 8 naira. So if you decide to pay the person the 2 naira you are having, how much are you still owing the person? 6 naira. That is why you have minus 2. But let's look at it in another way. If you look at the two numbers, we have 2, we have 8. Which of them is bigger? 8 is bigger than 2. Now, this one means that this 2 is positive. This negative sign is for this 8. So, you look at the bigger number. The bigger number is 8. The sign of the bigger number, it is where your answer is. So, you take the sign, which is minus, you put your minus, then 8 minus 2, you have 6. That is another way of also doing this. Then, the next one said minus 2 minus 8. I know you'll be shocked. Minus 2 minus 8. What is minus 2 minus 8? All these things are there in arithmetic. You always see them. Minus 2 minus 8. All you need to do, just add the numbers. 2 plus 8, it is 10. Then, since both of them have the same sign, just take one of it. That will be your answer. Since the two, they are the same, you just take negative sign. That will be your answer. This one is very simple. 2 plus 8. Now remember, as I always say, there's a positive sign here. There's a positive sign. Look at it. Since there's a positive sign, that means you take positive. Then 2 plus 8 is 10. Now, let's go back to the first one. Remember I said this is positive. Any number, when there is no sign attached to the number, we agree that that is a positive number. So if you look at these two numbers, which one is bigger? 8 is bigger, of course. So since 8 is bigger, it will take the sign of the bigger number, positive, then 8 minus 2, we have 6. Now, let us take more examples. So, if I have minus 12 plus 5 equals... Now, I'm going to ask you this. Tell me, which of these two numbers is bigger? You said what? Oh, 12. 12 is actually bigger. Now, the sign of this 12 is what? Is what? Minus. Good. So the minus will come because it's bigger. We take the sign of the bigger number. Before you now say 12 minus 5, which is 7. So you see, our answer is negative 5. Or you can just say, oh, you are owing somebody 12 naira and you have 5 naira in your pocket. What will you do? If you decided to pay the person your 5 naira, how much will you still be owing the person? 7 naira. So that is why you have minus 7, because you're still owing the person. Or you just use this, oh, which of them is bigger? 12 is bigger. I'll take the sign of the bigger number, which is minus. You have your answer. Another example can be like this. If you have 8 minus 13. In this case, when you have something like this, 8 minus 13, don't jump and say the answer is 5. No, you have to use that logic and say, which of them is bigger? Oh, 13 is bigger. So let's take the sign of 13. Then we'll come back and say 13 minus 8. That will be 5. You see, we have negative 5. Okay, don't rush. I'll give you this to attempt. Minus 10 plus 13. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you to do this. So minus 10 plus 13 is what? What did you say? Plus 3. Beautiful. That is correct. Plus 3. Why is it plus 3? I know you said this is 13. 13 is bigger, and the sign of the bigger number is positive. So I put positive number here. Then I come back and say 13 minus 10. That will mean 3. So you can see that when you have this sign, all these are just logic you need to understand when learning mathematics, because this will help us in all the topics in mathematics. So I hope you had a nice time today listening to this beautiful aspect of mathematics. So see you in our next class. Bye.